Ooh, that's loud. Hello, everyone. My name is Ahmad Mashhood, and today I'm going to be presenting on the Proboscis Monkey. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh, no. I'm not prepared for this. Oh, no. What am I going to do? Oh, no. What am I going to do? All right, you know what? I'm going to wing it. It's going to work. It's going to be fine. All right. The Proboscis Monkey. It has a long nose, and it is endangered. Now, why am I telling you all this? To be honest, I have no idea. I haven't gotten that far yet. And that's really all I have prepared for you today. So, thank you, and have a great time. Oh man, what a speech, right? I mean, that last guy was crazy. Man. Let's just get a round of applause for him. Hello everyone, my name is Ahmad Mashhood, and today I will be presenting on procrastination and how to deal with it. Now, procrastination is a big problem. Raise your hands if you've ever procrastinated. Don't lie, I won't judge you. I've always been saying, for the majority of my life, that I still have time for this. I can still work on this assignment later. But in reality, I can't. And today I'm going to be talking over this topic to see what the problem is and how we can solve it. So here I have a flow chart of how a procrastinator thinks. They'll first get the assignment. Someone will tell them to do something, and then the procrastinator will say no. Now, of course, this flowchart doesn't detail everything, so let's go over all the stages of procrastination in a little detail, just as a quick refresher. First, the procrastinator will receive all the work. Now, this might be a stack of papers, or it might be a project from school. And the procrastinator will have one of two responses to receiving all the work. They can either A, put in a nice, neat stack, and put it away for later, and they might look at it. Or they could go with option B, which is to take all the papers and dump it into their bag, losing it to the void. As you can see, I go with option B. The next stage of procrastination is to find a distraction. YouTube, where would I be without you? Probably really successful. But while my distraction is YouTube videos, there's a plethora of other distractions out there to, distract you. The next stage is to repeat this process. And you'll repeat it over and over and over again until the deadline slowly starts to approach. Now, the deadline could be in a week, a day, an hour, 10 minutes. It really depends on the procrastinator and how comfortable they are. And it also depends on the assignment. And as the deadline gets closer, we get into our next stage, panic mode. Now, it's at this point that the procrastinator will create their magnum opus, their greatest assignment ever, their greatest essay ever, whatever it is. Or their minds will go blank. They won't know what to do. They can't think of anything. But they'll still somehow manage to finish the assignment on time. Do you know how they do that? They pull an all-nighter. Now, an all-nighter can have detrimental effects. Your performance at work or school will go down, and your health can take a beating. Because you see, to fuel the all-nighter, you're going to need a lot of energy drinks. Now, this is when all the Bangs, the Monsters, the Red Bulls, they all come in. And as we all know, energy drinks aren't that healthy. I've been procrastinating for most of my life. But recently, I've been feeling the effects. You see, I'm a senior, and I have to apply to colleges. One college that I applied to was the new University of Texas at Dallas. Now, we all know that college can be pretty expensive, so I wanted to apply for a scholarship. I think you can see where this is going. See, I was confident that I could get a full ride at UTD. For those of you that don't know, a full ride basically means that the college will pay for everything, including tuition, housing, books, any other materials that you might need. Now, getting a full ride at UTD would have meant that I save $30,000 every single year. For 4 years of undergraduate study, that's $120,000. But the little devil inside of me kept telling me, hey, there's another YouTube video out there that hasn't been watched yet. Go ahead and watch it. You still have time. And so I kept watching and wasting time until eventually the deadline started to creep closer and closer. And I wasn't prepared. I couldn't finish my essays. I couldn't finish the application. And the deadline did pass. Now, $30,000 is a lot of money, and I don't have that lying around under my mattress. My dad doesn't have that money lying around under his mattress. But to put it into perspective, $30,000 can buy you 1,000 acres on the moon. Now, some of you might be thinking, hey, that's a pretty good investment. I should go do that right now. I should go buy 1,000 acres on the moon. But the majority of you are probably thinking, why would I want to do that? Why would I want to buy 1,000 acres on the moon when there are so many better investments? So I have a better comparison for you. $30,000 could get you 300,000 square kilometers on the sun. Now, I know some of y'all are interested. Hit me up after the event and I'll hook you up. Anyways, procrastination, like I said, is a very, very big problem. According to Joseph Ferrari, 20% of US men and women procrastinate. That's over 65 million people. But why do people procrastinate so much? Why is it such a reoccurring problem? Why can't it just go away? Why can't we just do our work on time? Well, there are a couple reasons to this. The first is that everyone thinks differently. Everyone has different thought processes. Everyone gets reminded in different ways. So someone might use note cards or a calendar to remind themselves, but that might not work for everyone. That method might not be effective for everyone. So there's no universal method to solving procrastination, and there never will be. The second reason is that the procrastinator always goes back to that one time that they procrastinated and successfully did their assignment. They got a good grade on it. They got praise for their work. Now, this could be an essay that you wrote on a book right before it was due, or it could be reading the entire book and then writing the essay right before it's due, like I did. And you see, this is called denial. Procrastinators usually are in denial. So I want to challenge you all. For those of you who are procrastinators and know that you're procrastinators, find some way to remind yourself that this project is due, or this assignment is due, this work is due. Find some way to remind yourself to keep yourself on track. And if you know someone who struggles with procrastination but is in denial, then help them figure out a way, help them find a plan so that way they can overcome their procrastination. I might have lost $120,000, but you don't have to. Thank you.